So in this video, we're going to show you how to add the bees to your beehive. We've gone ahead and we've removed the top board and the lid from our beehive. Okay, so once you get your hive opened up, you're going to want to go ahead and get your smoker going before you start opening anything on the container that the bees came in.
We're going to cut the seal here.
The first thing we did was we just removed the top that's there on the lid, and you'll see that can has some sugar water in it, and that's to keep the bees hydrated and fed during the journey.
Sorry, bees.
And they're gonna...
Now we gotta find the candy.
So your queen container, see if I can get over here closer to where Scott's at. It has two open ends on it that are corked shut. They're little holes. One has a candied end and the other is just a plain corked end. We're going to poke a hole and remove the cork with this nail. There's some attendants in there, and this end here where it's all white, that's where the candy is. And that's some food so that they can feed the queen. And eventually they will release her. They're going to chew open that candied end and release her over the next few days. If they don't release her all the way, then we'll come in and remove that candied end the rest of the way.
There it goes.
There we go.
There's the candy.
What we're going to do now is he's just going to take a nail and poke a small hole in it. That's going to release more of the pheromones from the queen and give them a head start on working her out. Okay, so now we're over at the hive. We're in the middle section. As Scott mentioned earlier, we went ahead and took some frames out just to make this a little easier. Our queen has a little metal lip hanger on it. We're going to attach that to the top of one of the frames using a staple gun.
Okay. We're going to slide this frame back to it, and that leaves the next thing to do is to get all the bees in here.
Sprain them with a little bit of sugar water. We do have the smoker going, like I said. That's going to keep them from, it's going to make them at least a little less agitated.
Okay, we're going to open this up. We're going to pop it down once to get all the bees to the bottom. Then we're going to flip it over and shake the bees down on top. Okay, you won't get all the bees out.
You just want to set the box down near the hive. They're going to work their way into there. We're going to go ahead and begin putting the frames back in.
Also, make sure you put your frame numbers in correctly. According to the number for the numbering scheme. Oops. Now we need to put the strap back.
that we've got the bees in there. We left the box down on the ground and the can from the sugar water. We're going to leave the box down there for probably a day or so. Eventually all the bees are going to make their way into the hive. We're going to come back out and check on them in a couple of hours.